All right. Is there a prefix or a suffix involved right now in immigrating?
Yes. Wait. No.
Okay. All right. So, based on what you have so far, can you guess that the word mean?
What do I think the word means?
Yes. Right here.
Um, to move along.
To move along.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Go ahead and write that down. And then number three. Number four, my meaning substituted in the original sentence. So, does your meaning make sense in a sentence? Circle yes or no. So, I want you to write a sentence. I guess the word means. Go ahead and write a sentence using the word.
I guess the word, and then put immigrate.
Mm-hmm. Now, actually use that word in a sentence. So, immigrate. Show me that you understand the meaning of the word by using it in a sentence. Like, not giving me the definition of the word.
I'll write another one. So right here.
Uh huh. What would you write?
Okay, so use an actual sentence using immigrate.
Mm-hmm. Immigrate from where? All right, go ahead and read it out loud.
My family and I immigrated from Jamaica to America.
Okay, my family and I immigrated from Jamaica to America. All right, now, what does the dictionary say? We went ahead and put it up. And it says immigrate means oh, sorry. Just gonna put it up real quick. To immigrate means to go ahead and read it.
Immigrate means to leave one's country to live in another. Immigrate is to come into another country, to leave permanently. Migrate is to move like a bird in the winter. The choice between immigrate and immigrant depends on the sentence point of view.
All right, so you have immigrate with the Emigrate. You have immigrate with Immigrate, and then you have migrate, the root word. All right, so those are the three that we saw. So based on the definition, do you feel like your sentence is correct?
Yes.
All right, cool beans. So this is just one part that we utilize the vocabulary strategy worksheet. She also wrote the words down on the flashcards with the illustration and the meanings and combined them with the words that she's previously been studying so that we can continue with word meaning. Now the text that we're going to read today is new language. So based on our front loading with the vocabulary words, what can you say, do you think, prediction you can make about the new language?
The different countries, different languages, probably a person probably went somewhere and probably learned a new language.
Okay. different countries, different languages. Person is going to come to a new place and having to learn the new language. Okay. Here are the comprehension questions that we have. They are, why does Muhammad get a soda? How does Muhammad feel about his meal? How is Louisa important to the story? Why does Muhammad suddenly feel depressed, and what makes him feel better? Okay, so in this text, what we're gonna do is that we're gonna read it. While we're reading it, though, I'm gonna continue with the running record, where E. Hall is going to read while I go ahead and make the necessary notations as far as the running records is concerned. After 1 minute, I'll stop her. And then what I'm going to do for just time's sake is we're going to continue with the reading. Okay? So, just a moment while I set the timer. And the purpose of this is just for fluency. Okay. So you understand what we're doing. All you're going to do is just read while I go ahead and time you. And then once we're done with that, we're going to continue reading. And I'm going to ask you questions. We're going to review the comprehension questions, all right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, go ahead.
The first thing, Muhammad went to a delicatessen in his new neighborhood. He realized that he really wasn't in Tunisia anymore. He looked up at the menu board, which had nothing but sandwiches on it, and wondered how he was going to figure out what all these weird names meant. Muhammad decided that he would just be deserted instead, and asked the woman at the corner for ice cream in a cup. She smiled broadly and disappeared behind the big glass display case to fill his order. While Muhammad waited, he looked at the baked goods in the case. There were 16 kinds of bagels and a few different types of cookies in that Muhammad didn't recognize. But there were no pastries and definitely nothing from home. Muhammad has been so excited when his parents told him they were immigrating to the United States, but now his bravery and excitement felt a little misplaced.
All right, thank you. All right, so far, I'm going to go ahead and read it again because I'm pretty sure you read it, but not really registered what was being said. It says the first day Muhammad went to a delicatessen in his new neighborhood, he realized that he really wasn't in Tunisia anymore. He looked up at the menu board, which had nothing but sandwiches on it, and wondered how he was going to figure out what all of these weird names meant. Muhammad decided that he would just get dessert instead and asked the woman at the counter for ice cream in a cup. She smiled broadly and disappeared behind the big glass display case to fill his order. So what do we know about this first paragraph?
That he didn't know how to order his food.
Muhammad did not know how to order his food. Why not?
Because it wasn't like Tunisia.
Okay, it wasn't Tunisia. And the most important is he didn't what?
He didn't know anything. Like, he didn't know the weird names.
Yes. Very good. While Muhammad waited, he looked at the baked goods in the case. There was about 16 kinds of bagels and a few different types of cookies that Muhammad didn't recognize. But there were no pastries and definitely nothing from home. Muhammad had been so excited when his parents told him they were immigrating to the United States. But now his bravery and excitement felt a little misplaced. Why do you think he felt misplaced now that he's in this new country?
It's not the same. And he thought it would be better and easier.
He thought it would be easier. Now he's under he has some problems, right? Yeah, language what?
His language and ordering and stuff.
Right, very good. Starting all over. The woman came back to the counter with a tall paper cup. It contained a long straw and some kind of frothy drink. Muhammad, completely mystified, took the cup and thanked her, mulling over the possibility that he had used the wrong word. Mulling. What do you think mulling means in that situation, in this sentence?
Making a mistake, mulling.
Probably
over nodded.
Okay, bent over and nodded. Because he's trying to figure out if he made a mistake or not, right? Overthinking the process, okay? And it says, "It's a soda you ordered," she said. "An ice cream drink in a cup." He smiled at the woman again, pointed at one of the bagels, and said, "That one too, please," which seemed to work better. Muhammad took the bagel and his mystery soda to the table and sat down to eat. Why was it that English had been so easy for him in the classes in Tunisia, but when it came down to actually speaking, he couldn't even get what he wanted to eat? Later, he might find it hilarious that his English was so hard to decipher that he got a soda instead of ice cream he wanted. Right now, it just felt depressing that his English was, he thought, pathetic. One mistake seemed to be everything Muhammad wanted or knew about himself far out of reach. Muhammad bit into his bagel and tried to pull a chunk of it with his teeth. How did people eat these things anyway? Muhammad wondered if an American immigrating to Tunisia would feel the same way, wondering what to eat, how to ask for it, and even how to eat it, and if they would find that their academic French was not at all the same thing as French in real life. Even the food would make them feel out of place. He smiled to himself, thinking about how hot the peppers were in some of his favorite dishes, and how his mother had to tone down the heat in their food every time they had visitors from the college where both parents worked. Just then, Muhammad noticed that a girl at the table near the window was giving him a rather quizzical look. Hoping that facial expressions were a little more universal than his English was proving to be, he smiled at the girl. He stood up and came over to Muhammad's table. "Aren't you Professor Ben Amar's son?" she asked. Her voice teemed with an accent he couldn't quite place. "Yes," he said, thrilled to be able to talk to someone who at least would know his mother, but at the same time hoping he didn't hear what he ordered and noticed that he most certainly didn't get what he asked for. It once you lived here for a while. Hold on. "I'm Louisa. Welcome to our fair city," the girl said. "Hey, don't feel so bad about your English. You'll get better at it once you've lived here for a while. I'm from Spain, and the first time I tried to order a salad here, I ended up with a plate of pig's feet. At least you got a soda out the deal." Muhammad breathed a sigh of relief that he wasn't the only one struggling to communicate in his new city. His new city began to feel just a little more like he could call it home. So really quick, why does Muhammad get a soda?
Because he didn't know how to order anything else.
Okay. How does Muhammad feel about his meal?
He doesn't know how people eat it.
Okay. How is Louisa important to the story?
Because she helps him try to find his place and he think he's the only one.
Okay. Why does Muhammad suddenly feel depressed and what makes him feel better?
He feels depressed because he feels like he's the only one that can't order his own food and feel like, oh, this is hard. But next thing you know, Louisa came in and helped him and said, oh, same thing happened to her.
Okay, let me ask you. Have you made a connection? Can you make a connection to this?
Yeah.
How?
Like I've been to different countries before, and they see like you ask them what's their main dish, and it'll be certain different things. Like, how do you eat that? Like in other countries, people eat iguanas. You be like, how can you eat that? That's disgusting. It's nasty, but they enjoy it.
Okay. Have you ever been in a situation where someone else felt uncomfortable because they were in a new environment?
Mm-hmm.
What did you do? Did you do anything?
I helped them, and like it happened in school. I had a friend from Spain, and I helped him out because he usually had an accent. We would make fun of him for it, and he didn't know how to act or say, because he would say different words instead of everybody else, and everybody has to accept it because that's the way he was raised.
Awesome. All right, so what I want you to do now for your writing assignment, you are going to provide me with a different setting. So for example, a setting is what? The time and the place, right? So you're going to, what I want you to do is write in the perspective of Louisa. Louisa is now in Tunisia, and her friend Muhammad is now the one who's helping her to feel like she's at home. That's what you're going to write about, okay? All right, till next time.